Warm greetings to all. I am Tani Elizabeth Jose from Silver Hills Higher Secondary School, here to present an essay written by Kavalam Narayana Panicker titled The Milestones in the History of Malayalam Dramas. As part of understanding the history of Malayalam dramas, it is to be noted that during the period 1855-56, Father Chavara wrote and staged 10 dramas in Old Malayalam, which were modelled to Western genre of eclogues. Though Western in nature, these plays merit detailed study as they were written for seminarians to perform on stage during Epiphany. A number of works were scripted subsequent to these 10 eclogues, which were not meant for stage performance. Mere fascination was the motivation behind several such works. However, Father Chavara wrote these eclogues with the stage in mind. It won't be out of place to suggest that the indigenous dramas in Malayalam got its origin from these liturgical plays. Notwithstanding the veracity of questions as to the thematic range or popular reach of Chavara's eclogues, the student of drama and theatre cannot belittle their historical relevance. The acting manual that was followed by the presentation of Malayalam translation of Abhignana Shakuntalam was definitely not based on the 1,000-year-old traditional stagecraft prevalent in Kerala. Moreover, the presentation in Malayalam was completely at variance with the stage concept entrenched in the original work prescribed in Natya Shastra by Bharadamuni. As a matter of fact, the stagecraft was based on imported Parsi theatre devices which were alien to our soil and in no way in sync with ancient Indian theatre aesthetics. Even while acknowledging the influence of Western eclogues in Chavara's plays, it is remarkable that they were written in pure Malayalam. 150 years have gone since their creation. Though done in archaic Malayalam, the imagery that the eclogues produce speaks of the intrinsic strength of the language. The eclogues deserve to be studied in depth, for they were the first step in dramatic literary initiative in original Malayalam. They were rich in imagery and had a narrative rich in pastoral flavor. The characters in Chavara's eclogues are the humble shepherds. Creations like Tarasi, who got wise and mature with age and adhered to virtue, have become the mentors of the shepherds. Tarasi's overwhelming concern is the salvation of Israel. A striking feature of this character is that he is a simple man, rich with experiences and passionate about social well-being. Similarly, several such characters are virtuous. Each of these eclogues, which announces the birth of a savior, takes a distinct style in dramatic presentation, which gives every one of them a relevant identity. It was in the church courtyards the plays were staged with the priests and seminarians on stage. The plays are resounding expressions of old style writing and conventions of stagecraft. To Chavara's eclogues go the credit of having launched a new genre in literary repertoire and stagecraft in pure Malayalam. The hallmark of eclogues is their purity and simplicity as reflected in the tranquil and beautiful backdrop of the nature that the stage setting offers. The unearthly natural ambience of the place is in perfect alignment with the soul of the place, whose narrative is the glorification of role of parents in giving life and the heavenly grace of the Son of God. The birth of Jesus and Krishna has amazing similarities even at the level of details. Krishna, like Jesus, was a herder too. Though the similarities may be coincidental, both create a divine aura. In Krishna's case, there is Kamsa who substitutes Herod. Studies on Malayalam language and drama movement will have a semblance of fulfillment only if the historicity of the eclogues are taken into account, though they were primarily meant for the seminarians to learn about birth of Christ. During the Middle Ages, the liturgical drama was in vogue in European convents and monasteries. Its distinct feature was that Both the audience and the participants were comprised of monastery inmates. These dramas, known as cloister plays and convent plays, were staged at the interiors of prayer halls. To this genre belongs the miracle-laden mystery plays and morality plays, which are rich in messages of morality, as the very name suggests. As already mentioned, the eclogues were not meant for publishing or for enriching the genre of drama in Malayalam language. Rather, they were aimed at the reinforcement of theological insights and spiritual awakening of the trainees undergoing priestly training in the monastery to which Chavara belonged. Whether Krishnagada or Eruthachan's work, which were popular in those days, had inspired the writing of eclogues is a topic worth deeper study. These plays do merit research for being a milestone in the history of Malayalam language and drama. Thank you.